Hey there, listeners. This is your handler, Dakota, and I'm joined by your agents.
I'm Sean.
I'm Aditya.
I'm Owen.
I'm Edward.
John.
And again, I'm your handler, and together we're the Elemental Gaming Nexus, and you're listening to That's Redacted. And officially, this never happened. Are you going to research this, Sean? Are you going to ask Claire to help you research this information, or are you just going to do it on your own?
I guess I can ask her for help.
Claire?
I'm gonna research it independently of him.
Okay.
Like just the
Yeah, but you don't have
going on.
all the knowledge of it, so you might need my help.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Why don't you share the knowledge of it with me?
Why don't you just fucking help me?
Okay, I leave. I'll figure it out myself. Thanks, Isidore.
Okay. So you are independently researching this.
Yes.
Fucking look.
Great. Do you either of you have skills in anthropology, history, or occult?
I don't know. I'm not on
Oh.
my computer. I'm getting ready. So.
You know what, Sean? That's
Yeah.
valid. You know in anthropology. You could try history.
Is it like low?
It's 10%, same with your occult.
That's fair.
Oh, you know what? You know who's got this? Claire.
Yeah, but you don't know all the fucking things, so you should have worked with me.
This is true. So, you give me a just straight intelligence roll, Claire, to remember kind of what he said. Okay, so you've got a pretty good idea of some of what he described, and we'll go ahead and have you. You could reach out to other, like to libraries, Sean, and ask for help. Then
Okay.
you're not having to do it yourself.
I will go back to Claire.
Okay.
Claire, I apologize. I know everything that's happened the past couple of days has been... Oh, last night, sorry. Has been rough, but given your history, it would be very beneficial if we work together on this. Not because, you don't have to like me, but I think for the good of the group and finding out what's happened, working with me would be the best option.
Okay, let me just double check I understand what's going on. You apologize for murdering a man. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to go back a little further. You apologize for eating a dead body.
The snakes made me do it.
Murdering a man. Attempting to shoot, attempting to involve me in the murder of that man.
Well, you said you wouldn't
Attempting
stop me.
Attempting to shoot me.
You stopped me first.
And then tried to convince everyone that I did it. Or
Well, you were trying to convince them that I did it. I have to give
because
another
that
story.
was the truth.
Well, truth is just semantics. Yes.
Okay, so you apologize for all that. And you
Yes.
want me to help you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay. For the good. So, here, I'll help you. I will help you. For the good of everybody. But don't try to eat me and don't try to kill me, because that's not for the good of everybody.
Listen, when I looked at the pregnant lady, the image in the memory of the snake came up, and then I didn't even know I was eating somebody until you told me I did.
Mhm.
And I tried to tell you that, but you're like, "Oh no, you fucking ate somebody." Okay, it doesn't matter. Behind us.
Yes, behind us. Until we figure out what's going on, then you have to admit to your crimes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Listen, you don't need to go to jail. You just need help, Isidore.
So you're saying Isidore needs a therapist, not to admit his crimes in like the
Maybe
public.
like criminal like what is like criminally insane or whatever, committed, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
In Florida, we call it the Baker Act, I guess. I don't know.
Like I said, we'll see.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to take a wheel so that we die of this weird ice disease.
Yep.
I will help
Okay.
you cannibal murderer.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
I guess
give me
murder because cannibal murderer makes it sound like you murder cannibals, but we both know that's not true.
You don't know that the guy he shot wasn't a cannibal.
Hey, fair, right?
Yeah, we don't
I should have asked for like a recording device. Oh, I'm stupid.
Okay. So, give me your one of those three: history, anthropology, or occult.
Claire again.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do occult again.
Okay. So, occult. You think back, and you've read this report before. Like something about the dream and the Aurora Borealis comes back to you, and you have read this case file. And I'll go ahead and have you read it out for us, Claire.
All right. Blue Book Case Report. In February 1954, 2 Blue Book officers were sent to the McKenzie Drilling Works in northeastern Alaska, where a local worker insisted that UFOs had appeared in the wake of a particular day.
Sorry.
Where a local worker named Sean insisted that UFOs had appeared in the wake of a particularly dangerous drilling accident, one in which 9 workers were killed when a support pylon gave way and a drill collapsed. The worker, a native Inuit, never mind, he wasn't named Sean, told supervisors that he saw a dead rainbow. That's the closest translators could get to his meeting, with stars for eyes appear before the accident, and that this rainbow caused the struts to collapse. The story was met with derision, I don't know, by other workers. Derision, all right, there you go. With derision by other workers, but the Blue Book officers were sent when one worker took the trouble to report the incident as a UFO sighting. The officers quickly determined the sighting to be groundless, and nothing was reported of the dead rainbow again. There were quotes around dead rainbow.
That's because it's a bad translation.
Yeah, I know. I'm just emphasizing for people listening. Dead
So, that is what your occult knowledge. That's what you can remember from his dream. And as a reminder, the dream, which Sean will never forget in his whole life.
You said the same thing about the bag.
So you see bloody snakes slither across a frozen, forested swamp. They writhe on the loin of shrinking women and men, and their fangs drip blood and poison. There's glowing mist, shimmering and swirling in the sky, coalescing into green stars. The stars are eyes. They're great distant eyes, cold, malevolent, and hungry. And then there's an enormous mound of red earth that rises above the swamp, and vague figures led Isidore up to the hill, restrained them in a place of pain, and Isidore knew this was necessary. The survival of the clan depended on it. The figures climbed down and sing strange prayers, and then bloody snakes suck up the stars and the shimmering mist. So from that's what you kind of learn there. You can give me history and anthropology for more information.
Let's try history. Nope.
Plum.
Let me see what the history would have told you.
I can try, right?
Congrats, roll a
You
100.
can try. You can try history.
Alright, 1 second.
You failed.
I'm logging right now. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Well, he just logged on. You got to give him a try.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You can roll your own history.
Alright. Lit. Going for the fucking win.
Wow. 40 on 40.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Glad peer pressure worked there.
Okay. So you learn. You remember. You don't learn this. You've studied this for some reason, and you can go ahead and read this one out.
Okay. Primal gods of the Americas. In some Native American beliefs, the snake is a symbol of creation, regeneration, and rebirth. In a few isolated groups, however, the snake is the spirit of death and destruction, with death and life occupying equally celebrated places in their beliefs. Much of the confusion around the primal snake spirit of prehistoric Amorids stems from a bifurcation of belief which most researchers have failed to address. The primal Ig of Yig of the Central American plains is well known, of course. Ig is a snake god and hence is closely connected with creation myths and the essential elements of primitive life, the weather, and death and birth. However, another spirit known to the primal chimes was Iga, or Ishua, the god of storms and winter. Oh, storms and winter. Hence the god of death and the change of seasons. The duality of beliefs is integral to understanding the animism of the primordial Amorid tribes and the key spirits which that separately revered. Ig, snake, became a common god of wisdom and medicine, but Igua was largely forgotten by all but a handful of remote tribes. Isolated and warred upon for their bloody practices and worship of their gods' predatory power. It is worth noting that many of the images and carvings crafted regarding Ishua were protective in nature, designed to guard the wearer against the Great Spirit's power. C.F. Phillips' thaumaturgical prodigies in the New English canon.
Okay. So, that you remember reading that, you can recall it, and finally, you begin to go ahead and roll your anthropologies. See if you guys know this.
I will never get it.
Okay, then you just no reason to roll it.
But I'll roll it to get the check mark, but
You only check mark it if you succeed.
no, I think you check mark it if you fail.
No, that's Call of Cthulhu.
No, it just auto check marked it for me because I
Oh. Oh no, it's the other way around. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't roll something with a 0% though. That's not allowed.
Yeah. Well, no, because the thing is, you check mark it if you fail, but to actually level up, you need to succeed when you try. So if it's at 0, you can never do that.
No, because
Cool.
it's after the session. You just get a D4 on anything you check.
Oh wait, really? I thought it was
Yeah.
like Call of Cthulhu, where.
No, that's the confusing part with the things. But anyway, Claire knows this, so you don't have to call anything. Claire, are you? Oh no, you actually do. You call out to a library who does who keeps a books section on Native American traditions.
Okay.
As the phone call is going out, Bimmel comes into where you're working, and she's like, "What are you guys looking into?"
Who's Bimmel?
Bimmel is the lead researcher. She's part of your research team.
And Bimmel didn't that's weird because the Lieutenant Jack Daniels, his boss, told us to look into this. So,
No.
like,
This
No?
this dream is your own side.
oh, the dream. Okay, yes. We're just looking into some of the biological effects, seeing if maybe anything's cropped up through history that's similar.
Okay, well, just keep your conversations with the outside vague. If a Foci suspects anything, they will crack down on you all.
We got
Of
this.
course.
Okay. Well, I'll help you find something to figure out what's going on here. You know why it's so hot?
Yeah, I don't know. AC is broken, I think.
Roll persuade. Yeah, maybe that's it. And she'll look at you weirdly and leave. All right, go. Phone rings, and then the answer. Hello, this is Miskatonic University Library. How can I help you?
Hello. This is Claire Siddiqui. Do you know anything about snakes? I convey it more intelligently.
Native
yeah.
American imagery
Native American
in the Alabama area.
in the Alabama area. There you go.
Oh, yeah, that'd be Dr. Adrian Hughes. I can I can give them a call. I'll transfer you and see if they can answer your question.
Thank you.
The phone will ring and they'll be like, hello? Dr. Hughes here.
Hello, Dr. Hughes. This is Dr. Claire Siddiqui. I'm currently looking to Native American imagery in Alabama, specifically snake-based imagery.
It was like egg, Igdua, and
Yes, Ig and Agua.
Yig.
Specifically, Agua, I think, in that their relation to weather, death, and rebirth and birth. Or I'm sorry, no, that was Iga or Ishua, the god of storms and winter, is the one I'm currently interested in.
Oh. Let me see. So you're looking for, well, there could be a couple of things there. Let me take a look. I'll give you a call back in like 20 minutes. And 20 minutes go by and a call comes through. But first you answer and it's one of the agents. Yes, there's a Dr. Hughes calling for you about a Indian legend.
Yep. I'm expecting that call.
Do you really think this is pertinent to our investigation?
I think it could be.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that the...
Oh, I'm sorry, young man. Do you have a PhD?
Oh, hey, fair. Yeah.
Are you doctor? No, shut your
I just-
fucking mouth and answer the call. Yes.
No. I can send this up all the way to Harris if I have to. I need to get a good reasoning for outside calls coming in.
Because we need information on weather patterns and stuff that might have happened. Have you done all of the scientific research on this? Do you know that a lot of medicine mythology is based? Medicine is based in mythology, and there's
Make
a lot
your
of
science check or medicine check to fucking confuse them.
69, baby.
Nice. All right, whatever. And he transfers the call. Dr. Hughes here. I'm looking for Claire.
Yes.
Well, Claire, there's a couple of things.
Apologies, not to be pedantic, but Dr. Claire.
Of course. I mean, we're both
If you're
doctors.
good.
Let's just drop
I mean,
the
you're
doctor.
referring to yourself
I'll
as Dr.
be-
Hughes, so...
Well, I had to talk
I
to
know-
some annoying
Listen,
military-sounding guy.
I know I'm a woman in this field, but I think I'm due the same respect, don't you think, Dr. Hughes?
Oh, of course. I would never. I just thought I was getting another military person.
Understood.
Anyway,
No worries.
there was a group
Oh yeah.
in the area that referred to themselves as the Wind Clan. And so this is a legend. This is one of the legends. So this group was farthest east and the first ones to see the sun. And the fog that slowly moved away from the other groups then gave themselves names. Each group picked the name of the first animal it saw. So they became the bear, the deer, the alligator, the raccoon, and bird clans. However, the Wind Clan was always considered the first clan and the aristocracy of all the clans. The Master of Breath spoke to them. You are the beginning of each one of your families and clans. Live up to your name. Never eat of your own clan, for it is your brother. You must never marry into your own clan. This will destroy your clan if you do. When an Indian brave marries, he must always move with his wife to her clan. There he must live and raise his family. The children will become members of their mother's clan. Follow these ways, and the Muskogeans will always be a powerful force. When you forget, your clans will die as people. And then the story goes that magic set boundaries on Indian society in other ways as well. So to the Apache, it defined their relationship with their prey. The wolf he hunted might in truth be the trickster god, coyote spirit testing his resolve and honor. For this reason, the brave prayed his thanks and respects over a fresh kill before taking it back to his tribe. There was also magic seen in many other areas, such as an English trader told of wintering for a month with a Creek tribe in 1775, where the tribe wore amulets and sang prayers for the whole nights, while hundreds of serpents hissed outside. So this is the passage that got me to think about it for you. And this tribe told the trapper that the serpents would protect them from the ice spirits that came for the people of the tribe in the time of each grandson's grandson. So it seems like every other generation, what they were trying to say. And then there's some more talking about a moon spirit. And so then I did some more research. I dove further in based on this like Creek tribe and why they would do this snake thing. And that led me to some more stories in the area. It seems like the Alabama region, their main... And let me ask you, what is this? Is this for like a research project?
We're looking into historical weather patterns dating back to these Native American tribes and how they may have, in fact, impacted their mythology.
Oh, okay. So the winter and the snakes. I see. Yeah. Well, one of the other things is that has come up with in regards to winter specifically, seems to be the Wendigo, which is said to be an evil spirit in the Algonquin tribes of Canada, but it's also known by other names to Native American tribes. And basically, if the Wendigo possesses somebody, they become violent and overwhelmed with a desire to eat human flesh. So I mean, if you see somebody become cannibalistic, I'd be worried. Maybe check if they're ash-skinned.
You're looking over to Isidore. How's his skin looking?
Normal.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the Wendigos are also said to have been like, they have a really hard skin, maybe, and then other people say that mosquitoes are biting flies are the remnants of Wendigos after a tribe tricked them into fire, which of course would cause them to die.
So he kills them. Heat kills them. I'll whisper to Claire. Ask if heat kills them.
I whisper to Isidore, I could just put you on the phone too.
Oh yeah, that works too.
Okay. Hey, Dr. Hughes, do you mind if I hand you to my coworker, Dr. Isidore?
Oh, of course.
It's Schuler, but okay.
We're on a first name basis, I assume.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Dr. Schuler.
Yes, Dr. Hughes. Hello, good to meet you. Interesting about the Wendigo. I had heard of them in the Canadian tribes, but not down here in Alabama. You say they are averse to heat or fire?
Well, of course, these Wendigos aren't real. But yeah, it seems most tribes believe that heat would kill the Wendigo.
Ah. What else do they say about this Wendigo? I'm sorry, I'm a mythology nerd, and this is really interesting to me.
Most tribes also believe that they had their shamans. If you were possessed by a Wendigo, a shaman could kill you. But other than that, I haven't dove too much into the creatures of mythology. I focused more on their just like tribes in general.
Yes, of course. There's so much to go into. Only too much life to live. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. I appreciate this information. Claire, anything else to add?
Yes, question. Did you mention where these Wendigos came from in their mythology?
No. That seems to be lost to history, would be my guess. But I would take it is probably more like the mythological representation of frostbite would be my guess.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. Fire would kill somebody with frostbite.
Yes, heat them up too fastly and they burn up.
Question. I missed part of when you were talking about the snakes. The snakes would protect them from the winter. Yes. How did they? What were they offering to the snakes again? I just missed that part.
At that time they were offering, I believe it was a sacrifice to the snakes.
Oh.
And how was this person sacrificed?
I don't have that information from this book that I found.
Gotcha.
Are there any active tribes still in Alabama?
I don't believe any of them are active. No.
Yeah, Isidore, have you heard about this little thing called the Trail of Tears?
Yeah, that drove out most of the tribes, unfortunately.
Yes, you don't have to be snippy, Claire.
But
Do you know any of their ancestral grounds? Do you have a map of that or a?
Let's see. So back in the before even the English settlers came here, the hills of Willis, of northern Alabama, where exactly are you? There's many tribes in Alabama.
Well, around the Crow Lake area.
Oh, okay. Let me
Russellville?
check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that area was home to the Muskogee Creek. So the same people that did the snake worshipping.
Ah.
Mhm.
There is some very... actually, I need to make him make a roll here.
The guy giving us the information needs to make a roll.
Yeah. So I have heard some stories. There was another legend of people that lived there before of the Kinyan, but not much has been discovered about them, and they're likely just an offshoot of the creek. But there is so they lived in that area and did the snake worshipping around there. The creek in that region were known as the Night Clan, and they would worship at a shrine somewhere around the Crow Lake area. That is what I have.
Oh.
And that was to appease the winds, but they have been completely wiped out and moved on.
Dakota, and earlier you said grandparents?
Grandsons. So every 4 generations.
How long ago was the Trail of Tears?
So I don't remember. A while, but 60 years ago, or 60 years, 140 years ago, the U.S. government drove them all away.
Yeah.
So, in 140 years, and now, so 140 years ago, the last Creek were driven away from that area, and recently it has all been, it's all been farmers.
140 years. Is that 4 generations, or that feels longer? I don't.
140 is about four grandchildren. Yeah.
Okay. Basically,
U.S. government are dicks.
the sacrifice hasn't been performed.
Are you saying this on the phone?
No.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I said the U.S. government are dicks on the phone.
Yeah. Sometimes, but they provide our funding. So.
That is true.
If you have any more questions, feel free to call back. But I do have to run. I have to teach a class.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Doctor.
He hangs up and leaves. So.
Oh shit!
You
oh
guys
shit!
can
oh shit! Oh shit!
ruminate on that. We're gonna hop over to let's say we'll go back to Merlot and Jorge. So Sean, you again.
I was supposed to say, is that me again? Fuck. Okay.
Merlot, you are heading where now with your readings and.
Were there more readings there or no?
No. So there you got all the readings. Some stuff pointed you towards like the lake area, maybe further into Willis. There was like signals coming from that direction, so you can head that direction to like do further research.
Let's do that. I'll follow the readings to see if I can pick up where the spike was.
That's a nice fancy machine you got there.
And you you can have your Geiger counter out, and then you have an IR radar if you want to like that you can look through.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, the Geiger counter's old tech, like this is World War II era kind of stuff. But the IR radar is pretty cool. I mean, you probably use, and I'll start looking through it and say, like, I mean, you've probably used this stuff to track down people, right? Like this is the night vision goggle type stuff.
So looking through it, anything that you immediately notice that Jorge and the Afosi agent are colder than they should be by a considerable amount, as well as every tree in the area. It's all reading pretty cold.
Oh, I look down at my hands.
Also cold.
Something wrong?
No, just a little malfunction with the sensor. I don't know if I'll look up at the sky just to see if there's any trails there or anything.
No. Looks normal.
Yeah. Yes. No, yes. No. It's yes. No. And I'll just put away the IR sensor.
Yeah,
slowly.
that's just nonsense right there.
Yeah.
Man, these hazmat suits are funky.
Yeah,
So you guys... Okay, yeah, you're riding through Willis right now. So you see the four now 4 members searching Willis. 2 of them look pissed. already, but you're riding through Willis. Do you have the Geiger counter out, right?
Once we actually get to Willis, I'll bring the IR camera out again. But yeah.
Okay. Same thing. Everybody here also cold.
Is the town is that evacuated or anything, or is there still people?
All the people were dead and collected and in the morgues.
Ah, right. Yep, gotcha.
Yeah. So the Geiger counter is increasing as you get closer to the lake.
Wrong there.
No, nothing's wrong. If anything, we're on the right trail. The Geiger counter appears to be going higher and higher. Might be able to
Is
get to the source.
our suits up for that much amount of radiation?
Oh yes, this is less than an average X-ray. We should be fine.
Alright, sounds
Granted,
good.
an X-ray an hour, which can build up quite fast, but we're still fine.
So
Actually,
so right here, we'll say you're in Willis still. So it's now 0.1, so it's only gone up by 0.01.
Yes, the unfortunate part is because radiation from a point source spreads out spherically and radially, it will inverse cube relationship, I believe, between where we are and the source. So, it could get exponentially higher.
So about here, you pass by a little road that leads off to your left, but because you're driving down, so it leads off to your left, and you get to here, and there's a little park to stop and park your cars, and it looks like to get to the lake you'd have to walk.
Okay, what's the Geiger counter at? Is it still increasing or no?
Yes, yeah. Now it's at 0.12.
All right.
And I assume you're going to use the Geiger counter to follow. Yeah. So this takes you a while because you're sometimes you go the wrong direction, it goes down. So you're walking towards the lake. While that's happening, we're going to go into Willis, which I believe is where everybody else is. The remainder of the people.
I don't know if Dempsey and Hayden did they head there?
Yes, you did. Dempsey said she was going, and so I assume she took you.
Hayden's gonna break into the lieutenant's room and get a right once. I'm kidding.
Okay, so everybody, what are your two search? What is Dempsey's and Hayden's search skills?
Dempsey has still a 20.
Okay, and Hayden?
Hayden, I'm guessing, does not. Oh, 20. All right.
Great. So everybody, go ahead and roll me search.
Take that.
Nice.
This is going good. Who else is there? Is that it? No, there's one more.
Daniels, hold on.
Yeah, Daniel. Oh yeah, John's got two characters here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, two of you spend a lot of time finding nothing. Going into buildings, not seeing crap.
I'm mostly tossing my hair, making semi-flirtatious conversations here and there.
Daniels and Hayden, both of you come across the town hall, which is also the church. There's a small library, some meeting rooms, and there's some old issues of the Willis Dispatch, which is a weekly newspaper. So you're looking through. There's a ledger that lists diaries, and there's some notes that say she has them at home for some of her letters, and they're not yet curated. And you find a report.
Well, since Hayden's at church, he's gonna go pray. He's gonna go, "Dear God, I apologize for my lustful behavior to that there older woman."
I pray back and say, "Dear God, it's warranted the amount of death I'm about to perform in these next few days."
Okay, now there is this report. You find this report stashed away in the librarian's stuff. Who rolled the better?
We rolled the same.
Okay, then you guys can pick who wants to read this. Just tell me right now.
I guess I could read it since you've already read one of the other ones.
All right, here you go. Enjoy your super long reading.
Channel 4 Evening News. Jack Frost strikes again. Transcript from the Channel 44 Evening News, 23 December 1995. Anchor. Tragedy struck the Williams family of tiny Willis, Alabama. Last night, Susie Williams, 17, died of exposure in a sudden cold snap. It has local residents wondering just what is behind this peculiar and deadly weather condition.
Okay, wait. Before you continue, hear me out. What if each player picks a different role and has to read that?
We have
Fine.
enough people.
There is enough roles, so let's go with the who's being. Owen, you're the reporter.
Skip Owen, he stepped away for a second.
Okay, Sean, you're the reporter.
Let me finish cutting potatoes.
Well, you know what? You two, apparently, Aditya and John are trading back and forth. Aditya, you're the
No,
reporter.
no, no, no. I want to read. I want to do a voice.
We better get here quick.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm here.
be
Fuck
back.
you.
1 second. Just let Adita go, right? Yeah.
Okay, who am I?
You're the reporter.
Okay. Wearing winter keys.
So let's start over. John, read the anchor part one more time.
Tragedy struck the Willis family of tiny Willis, Alabama last night. Susie Williams, 17, died of exposure in a sudden cold snap. It has local residents wondering just what is behind this peculiar and deadly weather condition.
Cut to the reporter, wearing winter clothes, standing outside a small house.
Susie Williams was only walking the family's new puppy. Her mother, Abby Williams, told News 44.
Cut to an interview with a grieving middle-aged woman. The dog was still house training, so she wanted to take him out, even though it was so late. She put on her coat and gloves and everything. She didn't walk all that far. She knew better than to walk too far when it's cold out. I don't understand it. Cut to a young doctor in a small doctor's office.
Elizabeth Brown was Susie's doctor, and she examined her after Susie was found by a neighbor.
It was simple exposure. She was outside at the wrong time, and the cold caught up to her. It's a terrible shame.
Susie's father says she was hardly the first victim.
Cut to a grim-looking middle-aged man.
I guess it was
Literally
Jack
John.
Frost. Looks like Jack Frost come down to town again.
Cut to a panning overhead shot of the Forest River around Willis.
Jack Frost is a local nickname for sudden deadly cold snaps which residents say have occurred around Willis every few years.
Fade to a series of photos. A plain-looking man in overalls.
Leroy Corder died in 1988 while out fishing. He had been on the lake for less than 6 hours, according to his wife.
A wiry, elder man wearing blue jeans and a thick fleece coat.
Amos McGee died in 1984 while working on his tractor. He was found underneath the tractor, tools around him, dead of hypothermia.
A stocky, fat man wearing overalls and a baseball cap.
Harold Kill died in 1981 in his barn, feeding his chickens. His wife said that only 2 of the chicks died with him. The rest were still clucking away around his lifeless body.
Cut to the news studio. What we call
Go for it.
Sure. What we call Jack Frost is a rare cold snap that settles in a highly localized area. We think it happens when certain combinations of air pressures and land formations pull down a piece of cold front coming north from the Gulf of Mexico. But we don't understand the process entirely. The fact is, there's a lot we just don't understand. Maybe someday, we'll be able to predict these snaps. In the meantime, be careful and stay indoors when it's cold out.
Let's go. We held at Willis First Baptist Church tomorrow.
I smacked the TV. Dang, TV's on the fritz again. Just cut it out there.
It is strange to think about the Gulf of Mexico being north of anything.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what?
And you know what it's not north of?
Alabama?
Correct. I assume it meant stuff rising from the Gulf of Mexico pulling things down from the north, like causing a...
It's moving, the front is moving north, so it's from the Gulf of Mexico north to Alabama, I think is how that's read.
Yeah. All right, so that's what you find. You two collectively find that report, and you can look up where these people lived if you want.
Oh,
Using that report, and like you can locate where these people lived.
There we go. Should be better now.
Yeah.
I will ask Wells one thing. Sergeant, you
Yes,
spoke with the
Lieutenant?
deputy. You spoke with the deputy earlier, correct?
Correct.
What did the deputy ask about?
He asked about Eddie Thorpe and what manner of thing is going on around here.
Provide any information?
I didn't provide any information. That there Major Dempsey, she was real subtle. Let him know there was, I think she said nuclear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something nuclear going on.
I believe your character would pronounce it nuclear.
Nuclear? I don't know.
So long as it's not another loose end we'll have to deal with later. I got my hand tightly pressed, close to my gun as I walk out.
We'll have you guys go ahead and give me another search roll. Well, another 2 hours will go by.
Okay.
All of us?
Yep. Everybody that's in Willis.
All right, this time for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll fail.
No. Hayden Wells got a success.
Yeah,
17
Hayden is-
under 20.
So, time keeps ticking by, and Hayden, you come across another home, the home of the librarian, actually. And going through her home, there is a bunch. This is clutter. There's so much clutter in this house. Half-finished quilts. She's clearly a hoarder, but nothing is rotten. It's just all stuff. But you do find on the bookshelves there's some strange events that you can locate. So there's a 1914 letter from May Eddings to her son Willis Eddings saying their neighbor froze to death on a mild winter while out hunting. So that is there's some more reading to do. That is this one, and it says, "Dearest Willis, I hope this letter of December 14th, 1914 finds you, Anne, and my darling grandson well. It's a bitter season here, not perhaps due to the weather, which has been unaccountably mild since Thanksgiving, but because you are not here to celebrate Christmas with us. People being people, this warm weather has revived talks of how Ed Norton died in January 3 years ago. You cannot have forgotten the stir that the Larson boy raised when he found poor Ed frozen to death near Crow Lake on a night that could not have seen the low end of 50 degrees. Elizabeth McKinnon credits the parish," and then it kind of fades and you can't see anymore. And then you find a diary, and this diary says, "T. Clem and his men have barely left me room to breathe. I have only 2 of 3 bales to pick out, 20 acres corn, yet in the field no greens, yet sold. 12 for 2 cents is my limit. March 19th, 1877. The kind reply of D. Harris and his wife Judith came to hand today and gave me much pleasure. Sink or swim, die or live, I shall go to their house with the 6 cows I owe them before this month is out. I have adopted John's motto when he fell out with Old Hickory. In my reply, I entreated him to come down with his hands to see what might be done to help Josh Barney's kin get the farm back in order. The calamity that befell Joseph and his son last January chills my heart still. It was an uncommonly cold spell, but none hereabouts can account for the conditions their bodies were found in, along with their 5 cows, frozen solid all. Winters much colder have not produced such devilish results to mean or beast." And you also find... Oh, this one's important. Yeah.
What? So the last 7 things you made us read were what?
Showing your hand there.
So. Oh,
Yeah, when you
18.
solve that physics problem, Aditya, that wasn't important either.
Yeah. The one time the electromagnetic portion of AP Physics was actually useful to me in my life. Completely fucking pointless.
It'll never happen again.
Sorry, I was wrong. This one's not important. You already know this
Oh.
one. But I'll go ahead and read this one. Disturbance at Town Hall. A Willis Town Hall meeting in the night of December 17th was disrupted by carpenter Howie Parker. Mr. Parker seemed to be in a daze. He shouted to everyone that the town had to leave at once or else suffer an evil curse that his Grandpa Hiram had known about. Howie was laughed down by the citizens at the meeting and escorted out by a sheriff's deputy. Most concluded he had been hitting the brew at Hank's house a little too early that night. So you find that, kind of refresh that.
Is Grandpa Hiram dead?
Definitely.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. I'm trying to find this letter.
Sorry, I forget, what year is it right now?
Pretty sure it's 99.
99. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that
I
was
knew
from
it wasn't 2000.
and it's already past January, so we're in 99.
Yeah, because this Willis dispatch thing just happened fairly recently.
Got it. Have we, This is Sergeant Kelly. Are you showing this to the rest of us or no?
I'm showing it to Major Aideen Dempsey.
Never mind then.
Good boy. I pat him on the
Boy,
head.
oh my god.
Jeez. He's 29.
I'm 50.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so the last note you find here is from Holly Quarter to her brother Timmy Quarter, and it says, "Some folks think Jack Frost is a curse for the masses and expulsions of the creep from Alabama." And inside is a little snippet, and this one is called "The Secrets of Moundville," and it's just about this archaeological dig, and it's the defining features of Moundville Archaeological Park is the widely dispersed arrangement of 29 flat-topped grassy hills or mounds. Most are 12 to 15 feet tall, but some cover an acre or more and are 30 to 60 feet high. They have been found to contain pottery and post holes, remnants of old dwellings. Others have given archaeologists a picture of a farming tribe, perhaps several thousand strong in its heyday, led by a hereditary priest chief who worshipped a fire or sun god. Moundville was originally surrounded, all 300 acres of it, on three sides by a mile-long wooden wall complete with towers. The area is bordered on the north by the Black Warrior River. Originally a thriving town and home to all classes of the tribe, the mounds eventually were occupied only by the priests and nobles, and finally they too moved out, leaving a necropolis used only for the burial of the dead. The mounds of Moundville were abandoned altogether around 1500 AD. Now, you're not really sure, unless you really know Alabama, where Moundville was, but you may take some guesses. All right. Then we'll go back over to the scientific investigation.
Aren't these all scientific investigations?
No, what you guys are doing is search.
Oh. I'm
You're
not a
searching.
scientist.
So, Merlot, you guys have reached this area here, and there are mounds. You're having to go up and down hills. You get to the top, you can see more of them.
As I climb one, I'll say, man, there's just so many of these mounds or hills. It's like if someone built a city here, they could call it Hillsville. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hillsdale, yeah, that's a good name. That's like a good southern name, don't you think? You seem like you're from this area. I mean, not this area specifically, but like, you know, the American South.
Are you generalizing my accent? This
yeah.
area? Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, Hillsville. That's not a bad idea. Mounsington. Fuck if I know. A lot of mounds though.
Yes, quite. And
So-
we're still following the Geiger counter. It's getting.
Yep, it's getting more and more.
Get a little warmer too.
And we'll go ahead and say you guys finally reached the edge of the lake, and it leads you to here, like right here at the edge. And the Geiger counter at this point in time is reading 0.3. And you've done enough reading of the Geiger counter that I can finally just give this to you.
All right. So, I'll walk up and down the lake shore just to confirm, but.
The point, it seems like that based on your triangulations, this out here, just off the coast, is where it is most. Yeah, and I'll go ahead and give you an X. So that's in that area is where it's most, and then the mounds are here. I'll draw some hills for you.
All right.
Okay. You using any of your other equipment?
Well, Hillsville seems like it's pretty radioactive.
I will pull out the IR meter.
Okay. As you're looking around, you notice that the energy absorption in the area around this lake, like right around where you are, is about 20% less. Or sorry, there seems to be a loss of 20% of the energy at the water surface, and then right above the water, like 10 meters above the water, is 21%, and up there is a cold spot. So right 10 meters above the water is just a cold spot.
10 meters above the water at this X.
Yes. And it seems like now that you're here, you can take out all your other readings, and this is where that point, that 10 meters up, seems to be where everything is coming from. The ultraviolet and ionizing radiation. It seems like it is literally coming out of thin air. And I need you to make a sanity check. As well as you, Sean.